Hello, Liz. You were mentioning then here in Austin there is 10 co-working spaces operating, and if there is 10 more, you'd say it's not a problem. The market is big enough. Why?
Yeah. Here in Austin, I think what we're already starting to see is some diversification in co-working. So different spots answer to different people's likes or dislikes. So it's really shown that there's actually room for more. And people are particularly clamoring for one south of the river right now. So I think that you're going to see a lot more spaces here, and I think it can definitely support it.
You are saying that it's the kind of specialization of co-working space already, that according to the location, you mentioned south or north, the north of the city, but as well, is it also a matter of gender? Is it a matter of specialization, sector?
Yeah, I think it's a couple of different things. My membership is primarily female, and most co-working spaces are primarily male. So, you know, women might feel more comfortable around women, men might feel more comfortable around men, but we do have a mix of male and female. But I think what you're seeing is a diversification in ages in Austin. Like my space is typically 30 to 40-year-olds. There's another space in town, Conjunctured, which they're awesome. And I think they're usually, you know, kind of 20s and early 30s. And I think there's a lot of spaces that have traditionally marketed to kind of the webby techie crowd. And I think, you know, my space, for instance, goes more for a professional set of folks. I'm just looking for anyone working out of their home. It doesn't really matter what you're doing as long as you're willing to become part of the community.
Do all these spaces communicate with each other, or it remains more like small islands separated from each other?
The majority of them do talk with each other. In fact, I'm throwing a happy hour on Saturday with Conjunctured, so we're working together on that. I think it comes down to some of the spaces don't want to collaborate maybe, or aren't aware of the community. And you know, we're all so busy in running our spaces, it's hard to get us all together. But I have actually spoken with another space owner here, and we're planning on getting them all together in the future. I think it's also that some people don't identify themselves with the co-working movement, even though their businesses are called co-working. It's kind of more of a real estate play where they're in an office building and they're like, look, we've got extra space. So they put tables and chairs in and call themselves co-working, and they're not really a managed co-working facility that's facilitating the principles of co-working.
How many inhabitants in Austin?
I believe we're at about the 2 million mark right now, but don't quote me on that.
But how many co-working spaces do you think Austin can host?
I think as the workforce continues to be pushed home and more people choose to be independent workers and more people go remote, you know, I think in the next year, I think we're going to see at least 5 more added. So I would think it could get up to the range of about 25.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks.